Aidan, congratulations on signing your new contract with Doncaster Rovers. How pleased are you to have got it done?
I'm delighted. Obviously, we didn't want the season to end how it did last season, but I just think next season I think it's going to be a very, very positive one.
We'll look back to start off with 34 games in your first season in men's football last season. How did you find it from a personal point of view?
Personally, I thought after the season finished, it was good for me. Obviously, being my first season, like you said, and getting that many appearances. So overall, it was a good experience. I learnt a lot. I think going into next season after last season, I expect a lot more of myself, and I'm sure I'm going to give the fans that, because I think obviously last season, as it went, it weren't great. So I'm just looking forward to next season now. I can't wait to get started.
Speaking to the manager about you, he spoke about your game intelligence and your tactical awareness as well, your ability to take instructions on board and stick to them within a game. How important is having that trust from your manager, do you feel?
I feel it's very important, especially to get picked to play, really. But I think obviously next season I want to nail down a position for myself where I can impact the game with my own ability that I know I have. I think it was difficult last season. Obviously, I was playing a few different positions, but I don't mind where I'm playing. Obviously, I'll give my all no matter where I play. But I think, especially I want to try and help the team as much as I can, because I know I can. So for me, I just think I'm going to come in pre-season, hit the ground running.
You mentioned it being difficult for the team. How much of a learning curve was it for you? You've been in situations, I suppose, in 12 months that you would never expect to be in, I suppose.
Yeah, it was hard, but I think it can only benefit us for next year. I think that's the positive thing we can take from it, and I think it will do.
You touched on playing in a few different positions. Is the key now for you to perhaps nail down one position and make it your own, do you feel?
Yeah, as soon as the season started, I think that was my focus, especially for next season. I think nailing that position down and just trying to be the first name on the team sheet every week, impacting the game as I know I can with my ability. And next season I think I'm going to especially focus on getting my stats high, assists and goals, adding them to my game.
Where do you feel is your best position? We've seen you sort of play on the right, but then in that sort of left-hand channel position where you can float and perhaps dictate games a little bit more?
Yeah, I feel most comfortable off the left, or I can play behind the striker in the number 10, but I think coming off the left where I've got a bit of freedom coming in, I think that's where I'm best off.
With Gary as manager and Cops obviously in the building as head of football operations now, you've got two former players there who both played in similar positions to you. How much will that benefit you, do you feel, going forward?
I think it'll benefit me a lot. Obviously I'm quite close to them both already, and I've spoke with Cops a lot since I first joined the club, because he said to me he sees a bit of similarity. So he's helped me a lot, and obviously I can learn massively from them both.
You're back from your holidays now. There's a few weeks still to go until pre-season gets underway, but is this the time before you come back where you're making sure that you've got the edge on everyone else, I suppose, coming into pre-season?
Yeah, that's right. Like you said, holidays are done now. It's time to get to work. I wish we were starting today, to be honest, but 3 weeks. Got 3 weeks now to prepare for the start of pre-season, and like you said, it's to get the edge and try and come back the fittest and in the best shape possible.
I suppose it's another new experience for you as well, isn't it? Last season or last pre-season you were fighting for a deal. Here now you're a Rovers player, but it's going to be your first proper pre-season in men's football.
Yeah, I think that'll help me obviously with the season as well. Obviously I can get a proper pre-season. I know the lads now. I fit in quite well, so obviously getting a good pre-season, it can only benefit your season anyway. So I think that'll benefit me this season as well.
Did you feel yourself starting to come out of your shell a bit more towards the end of the season? I suppose you, like a lot of players, you probably didn't want the season to finish when it did.
Yeah. I think the way the season ended, obviously, it's not how we wanted to end it, but that's how I felt. I'm getting comfortable with everyone, mates with everyone, and everyone's good in the dressing room and staff and everyone. We've got a good, close tight-knit family almost, like, so that's what you need in a football club.
And the fact quite a lot of those players are still going to be here when you come back for pre-season, it's 17, 18 players now.
Yeah.
From last season going into the next one, that can only make that unity even tighter, can't it?
Yeah, definitely. I just think once everyone comes back, and everyone will be raring to go after what happened last season, and I bet everyone can't wait to come back like I can.
And finally then, what are your aims? What does a good next 12 months look like for Aidan Barlow?
First of all, obviously come back pre-season, have a good pre-season, and just hit the ground running when the season starts, the first game from then. I think we've got to go into every game to win the game, and obviously stamp our authority the way we play in every game and dominate. And personally for me, I'll set myself targets. I won't say my targets, but yeah, I want goals and assists, and just to put my impact and my ability on the team and just help the team as much as possible.